Yeah, they're both on the same team. Mission Viejo won the state title. They both had interceptions in the state title, so they've been teammates all year long, and so it was nice to be able to get both of those guys committed here in the summer. They stuck with the commitment, which was awesome, and especially with the change late with our safety coach leaving. So both of those guys have been all in on Boise State of what this place is, what this place represents, and more than who's here and who's not here. So I think that's the biggest thing that Coach D was just talking about, is finding the right guys that want to be here in Boise. I think this has a very unique footprint of what we do here, and it's not, again, one person. It's been done over the last couple of decades, and so this place is about hard work. This place is about a certain mentality, and those guys both have it, and they have that championship mentality, and they want to win.
Can you maybe just touch on each guy individually and what they bring to the table?
Yeah, Travis does a lot of different things. He can play in the box. He plays up high. Kind of a lot of things that our guys do in our defense. So you see our safeties in the box. You see our guys dropping from the line of scrimmage into the deep middle, into the deep half, and so he does all that, and he's not afraid to come down and hit you, which is obviously a big part of what we want to get done. We want to be a physical brand of defense, and so he's a football player. He's going to be able to come in, learn the playbook quickly, and be able to really compete right away. I think he's going to be one of those type of guys that are going to be ahead of his age as far as maturity-wise and football knowledge. And then Trey, again, he gets his hand on the ball. He plays basketball, and that's what really got me intrigued about him. He runs a 10-9, which is obviously that long end speed, but he's able to play point guard, take it to the rack, and also play really good defense on the basketball court. And so when you combine that with just having a knack to get the football, that's something we value here in the secondary. So both guys are going to be able to come in and really just go ahead and compete and be able to really add some depth to our unit.
I know it's one thing to get two guys from the same high school, but both to be like the same defensive backfield. I mean, just what's that like? And did one kind of lead to the next there? I mean, but to the uniqueness, I guess, of having two guys that are been playing together in the same safety corner spots and now coming here together.
Yeah, honestly, I think we found them separately. We were like, I like this guy. Oh, they're the same high school. So we ended up working that as we started going, but it didn't originally start out like that. Let's go get both of these guys. We liked Trey at corner. We liked Travis at safety, and it just happened to be that they were at the same school and a winning tradition program, which again knows how to win championships. And so that was kind of just icing on the cake after we got a chance to meet both of those guys and see what they're all about.
Is Jonah probably moving on, or do you have any thoughts on what you're expecting with Jonah?
I don't know yet. It's still early. We just finished our bowl game, and so I think he wanted us to take some time off and enjoy the holidays, and I'm sure he'll make a decision here pretty soon about what he wants to do, but obviously we want him back, and I think there's some cool things that he can accomplish if he does come back.
How do you look overall at the corners? I mean, I know that the stats are what they are, game film is what it is, and that was probably one position that fans, had some criticism for at times last year. How do you look at your position and the corners and going into next year, like how much better the group could get? Because you do have a lot of the same guys coming back.
Yeah, we want to improve each and every day, each and every week, and we want to continue to grow. I thought Omarion kind of came on during middle half of the season, was able to get an honorable mention, had a huge game in the championship game, and got humbled a little bit last game, giving up a couple balls. So it'll be exciting to go forward with this group and be able to improve and be able to hopefully get back to where we were at the year before, and be able to just continue to try to grow and help win championships. At the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do, is to make sure that our team is in the championship game, and we're a big part of what we're doing in the corner room. And so that's going to be the focus of making sure we're doing what we can do to keep improving and to make sure that we are in a good situation when we get down to the end of the season.
How much more? I mean, some guys, people see like the same guys coming back 4, 5, 6 years, and they say, well, how much more improvement can they make? It's the same group coming back. I mean, how much untapped potential, I guess, do you see in a lot of these guys?
Well, there's also a lot of freshmen that didn't play this year. We signed 3 or 4 freshmen last year that did not play, and so those guys now all got here in the summer will have an opportunity to continue to grow in the spring and actually have a spring ball, get a year of development. So there's gonna be some of those guys that are gonna start to come in and start to compete as well. So one of them, Franklin Johnson, got in on special teams late in the year, and so those guys are gonna start to continue to build and grow. And then some of these guys, like, none of them's really played more than one season. Like JC, this was his first season playing corner. Markel hasn't had a full true season. He hasn't had an off season. No, he has not had an off season since I've been here. So none of them has actually worked until they get to fall camp. And so to keep guys healthy and try to get guys in spring ball and be able to work with all those guys. I mean, we had Omarion, Deontay, and Jay Neal for spring ball. That was it. So being able to have an off season with a lot of these guys, keeping those guys healthy throughout the season was big, and being able to work with those guys all spring, all summer, and then get into another season with those guys will be definitely beneficial. So yes, I think there is still a lot of improvement, not with those older guys, not only those older guys, but some of the younger guys that did not get a chance to play.